Hey, it's Chris Westfall. This morning I was looking at a post from a friend of mine, Nick Ayers, who talked about the different people he's met in our industry, and he's in the marketing business as well. I guess we're all actually in the marketing business. It's just that we choose to have insurance as our product that we're marketing to help people. But Nick points out that he's met several very unique individuals in this industry recently, and they all have such a different approach. But then he'll meet other people at conferences of insurance agents and so forth who always ask, if you were able to do exceedingly and abundantly well using direct mail, or another guy has organic content on his website, so much so that he's getting over 100,000 hits on his website a month that he doesn't have to pay anything for. His content is just that good that Google puts him to the top of many, many keywords, and they're found that way. Yet another guy is doing Facebook advertising and seems to have it dialed in so much that his return on ad spend is he'll get at least $8 to $10 back on every $1 that he's spending on Facebook ads. Each one of these people have found what works for them. And yet other agents often express frustration when they try to use a very similar marketing method and it doesn't seem to work for them. And Nick points out that what these people don't understand, what the agents who are trying to implement and copy a system does not understand, that you can copy the methods and not necessarily get the same results, because what you're missing is what happened behind the scenes. A little dark in here. What happened behind the scenes to get those kind of results? You see, the testing that goes into Facebook advertising and direct mail, the A/B or split testing to find out, well, this didn't work as well as this did work with a new image or a new text or a new landing page or a different web server, a different ad entirely. All of those different factors are tested by the people who have found success, the article writers, the Facebook ads, the direct mail, all of them, different marketing methods. But what you don't see is what went into the work behind the scenes. Testing, going to conferences, learning, buying books, watching YouTube videos on different marketing methods to hone your skills, so much so that the other people, when you meet them at the conference, are like, well, I tried direct mail one time by getting out my credit card and sending it to XYZ Mailing Company, and I didn't get those kind of results. Direct mail just doesn't work for me. Or they'll say, well, I tried Facebook ads because I gave my credit card to a guy who gave me, X number of dollars per lead, and I couldn't get anything to close over the phone. It's just that you haven't invested or gone deep enough to test that marketing method yourself so that you can make it a success. I firmly believe that every single marketing channel still works. It's just a different degree of the cost per acquisition at the end of the day, what it's going to cost you using that marketing method. But you will have like telemarketing clients who will get a telemarketer. They'll get whatever they're going to get for that week, 8, 10 leads, 20 leads that week from their telemarketing. And they'll say, well, these leads are crap. These people weren't interested at all. I can't close anything. And yet the next person over will have the exact same results. Same people express the same level of interest, and they'll close a whole lot more. See, it's not really the leads. And if it's the volume of leads that's the problem, you can turn on multiple avenues of marketing channels. You have to hone your ability to talk to people on the phone, which we're going to go more into here shortly on MedicareAgentTraining.com. I encourage you to watch that. We just got back from a conference in Vegas where we spent a lot of money to go there and spend the week and learn from some of the top insurance professionals that are selling over the phone in the country, and brought back what their top trainer is teaching them about starting the phone call and maintaining the continuity and control of the call. It's really good stuff. So check that new article out. There's different things that work for different people. And since everything does work to a different degree, you have to find, in my humble opinion, what it is that you are best at. And you have to go deep to get a level of proficiency in that. And they say a level of proficiency where you're an expert usually comes after 1,000 hours invested. So whatever you start at with your Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising, or videos, or online, print, direct mail, in person, whatever it is, so many agents that I hear from have just gone 2 inches below the surface. They try something one time, they go half in, And then they report back, oh, you know what? That doesn't work. That doesn't work. The leads are horrible. That doesn't work. And they don't even work enough on their skill to see what their closing ratio can do to improve with the leads that they got, much less go deeper into the marketing to find out how they can maximize the return on ad spend. And I just encourage you, whichever one seems to be the best fit for you. And when we go to these top producer trips, like the last Mutual of Omaha trip on, where was it? Dominican Republic, we met so many new people. Actually, there's a member of my website, a great agent that I've corresponded with for years, met first time in person, and he's got a very unique marketing angle that works for him. He wrote a personalized letter. It's 4 pages, so it's 2 pages front and back. It's him expressing his heart and how he wants to help seniors and cut through the clutter and the confusion. And he sends this direct mail piece to people in the counties around him, offering his services to help them cut through the clutter of Medicare and answer their questions as they're turning 65. And it works. He's writing consistent business every day, every week, every month, because he found what works for him. It's a system that he went all in on. He tested something. He tested another one and it got a little bit better. Then he tested something else and it got even better. And so I just encourage you to go deep on what you're trying, if that's what feels good for you, whether it's direct mail or whether it's Facebook advertising. There's so much information out there, and Facebook ads change all the time. But that's where our demographic is. You know, my kids inform me every day, only old people are on Facebook anymore, Dad. You got to be on Instagram. That's where everybody is now. Well, when I hear that, I'm thinking, well, if that's where the seniors are, that's probably where I want to be. Wherever the seniors are in their eyeballs, and how can I cut through the clutter, differentiate myself, make something unique so that I can stand out. But I just encourage you to go a little bit deeper than somebody just selling you leads. Make it your own. I've always been of the school that rather than buying someone else's leads, I know right now 3, well, no, there's 4. I'd love to list them for you, but that would offend somebody. 4 insurance agents that tried what we do, gave up because they couldn't go deep enough, or whatever reason that they couldn't make it work as an agent, and went into the online I'm selling leads now space, and now all they're doing is selling leads to other people. It reminds me of the gold rush in California, when they said that so many people came out there for the gold. The only people that were making money were the people selling the pickaxes to the people who were going out there for the gold rush. And so that these people, when they find out that they can't sell, or they can't sell enough, they go into the lead business. Hey, let me help other agents. Matter of fact, one of them called me and was trying to work with me on offering leads to my members, and said, now what is it you do? Medicare. Okay, tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. And the guy was a member of my website. I mean, come on. Of course, his credit card failed and it lost his membership over a year ago. But my point is, he was an agent who didn't go deep enough to make it work for him. So he thought, well, let me just sell leads to the other people that are trying to make it work. How do you make it work? How do you literally make millions of dollars a year in this business? You have to go deep. You can't do what everybody else is doing. And so many times a member will join a website and go, okay, where do I put my credit card? Where do I get my leads from? Yeah, that's the whole thing. See, the whole thing is marketing. It's not spending 5 minutes on just giving a credit card to somebody else and then going, okay, let me get overwhelmed with all that is the minutia of Medicare. Medicare is simple. The Medicare supplements are a simple solution to Medicare. And learning the process of Medicare is not the point. The process is learning how to set up your business to be a marketing business, so you're going deep enough in learning how to communicate effectively to mass amounts of people, and becoming the trusted advisor, the trusted source to people consistently. That is the challenge. That is what we're trying to do. So it's not just about whipping out your credit card and going, oh, who's got the good leads, who's got the bad leads, as if there's such a commodity that just anybody can generate leads that are going to be the same quality as everywhere else. You will never find a better lead than a lead that you generate yourself. Is that a high bar, a high challenge? Yes. That's what I spend all my time doing. Studying marketing, looking at my competitors, seeing what's working in the marketplace, attending conferences, buying books, watching videos, listening to podcasts, and finding out what is working today. I'm just the only person that I know of in the industry that wants to share that, what's going on behind the scenes, how to run a successful agency, call center, hire people, all that kind of stuff behind the scenes. Because, and I'm still challenged with this every time we go somewhere, like, why are you sharing this information? It's really stupid. You're building your own competition. And it is kind of weird, but I get some weird joy out of getting into a room like we're going to do again next week. Here in Charleston, we have 65 agents coming in, trying to keep it a small group, but everybody keeps saying, let's make it a little bigger, a little bigger. So anyway, we wanted to have 50, but now we're going to have 65 this time, our last time of the year. But getting together and rubbing shoulders and sharing stories and exchanging ideas with people in the same room is awesome. It's priceless. I encourage you, anytime you can get around other people that are equally challenged just like you are, have the same struggles and the same successes in some cases, get around the people who are having successes and listen to what they're doing. And don't try to copy exactly somebody else's marketing piece, or steal their piece, or steal their copy, or steal their video, or whatever, because it won't work for you if it's not your fit. I've had people before in some funny video clips of them saying the exact same things that I've said in videos, but they have no delivery to make that medium work for them, and they should really go back and do something like direct mail or Facebook ads or something where they're not putting their stuff out there, because some people are good at one thing and they're not good at another. And when you try to put a round peg in a square hole, it doesn't work. So find what fits for you. Find what you resonate with any of the different marketing methods. I know a lot of people who say you should have a 2 or 3 legged stool, not just one. And I firmly believe that. We're doing multiple things right now and always testing something new. But I just want to encourage you, whatever you've been doing as far as marketing goes, you could probably go just a little bit deeper and get more expertise in that. And as you get to grow and build, you can hire people who have an expertise that you don't enjoy or currently possess, and you can outsource those things like I'm doing with the marketing to people who have full-time. That's their goal, because they're really, really good at it, and they can monitor the metrics all the time, see what's working, and report back, and then make adjustments to what you're doing to make that return on ad spend even better, even better, even better. But that's what we have to be a constant student of, is marketing. What's working? How can we be of service to our senior clients and cut through the clutter the most effective way possible? And I firmly believe that if you pursue that, if you pursue excellence in delivering a service to your target market, and you study everything that there is to know about marketing effectively to that demographic, you cannot do anything but succeed. What starts to happen is you'll get $1 back for every dollar that you spend, and then you know that you're doing okay, because you can start testing something different, and then hold those results up against the control, which was the first thing that you tried. And if you're just getting your money back, you know you've got a winner there, because you can test and tweak other things, add things, take things away. As long as you're not losing your shirt, you're going to be okay. And then you start incrementally seeing that we found out, $2 back for every dollar that you're spending, $3 back, $4 back. And then create content for your website and put other articles out there and things that people are going to find that are evergreen, which means they're always going to exist rather than a one-time blip like a commercial on a TV. Things that can work for you around the clock, and set up marketing funnels so that people will come into your funnel, for lack of a better word, something you're giving away, some advice that you're giving all the time, things that you've created where they'll find that and then come into you all the time. But anyway, you have to be a student of marketing. I encourage you to go deeper, continue learning, continue going toward that, and don't think that just because one marketing method, one avenue is working for somebody, that's going to be the way, that is the solution, that's the hidden secret, because that's going to work for me. When we go to these trips and we meet the top producers around the country, they have a myriad of different marketing channels. All of them obviously brought them to the pinnacle of the best of the best. They all did. Some people are doing it over the phone. Some people are doing it in person. The people that are doing it over the phone are doing a multitude of ways to reach out to people, and they all work. Just what resonates for you, find what that is, and go all in on that. Go deep and then diversify, so that you're not beholden to one marketing method. We would never want to be like 100% reliant on Facebook, which could change their algorithm or their ad spend cost or their return overnight, or something that you went all in on some tool that you're using for like black hat search engine optimization all of a sudden is no longer viable, and everything's wiped out because you did not diversify to some extent and constantly be a student of the industry. And the industry I'm talking about is marketing. So I want to encourage you, it all works, it all leads to the same path if you don't give up and you only go 2 inches deep. So go deeper, study this industry, it's worth it. The return is immeasurable. It's generations worth of wealth and income that you can create if you don't give up too soon. But the prize is only there for the people who have not yet given up. So if you want to be on the good side, or you want to be on the quitting side, and the people that check off and say, well, you know, I'm in the majority of people who have quit before I started seeing any returns, I'm telling you that the people who are on the trips and everything like that, they're going, well, I just picked up another client because their agent was in the business for 6 months, quit and gave up. Now they're my client. I guess I'll just go on. There's always going to be there somebody that's going to stick it out, make sure that they barely can pay their bills first, doing whatever it takes to make that happen so they can start learning the business and get better and better and better and better. And when it comes to marketing, outbound, cold calling, whatever it is that you're going to implement, just remember the old Jim Rohn quote, which I say every time, and it's so vitally important. What you lack in skill, you can make up in numbers. If your closing ratio is not the best, then talk to 10 times more people, whatever it takes to do that. But what you lack in skill, you can make up in numbers. And don't give up in this industry. The prize is worth it. Be encouraged. Have a great day. Take care.